Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Econ Cat 88, and where I am today is what's called Owens Community College, which is just outside the city of Toledo. I believe this is Perrysburg Township. I'm not sure though, but the purpose of this video is that they're now asking for a property tax levy, and I want everybody to know that they should be voicing their disapproval for this levy. Now, it hasn't become official yet. They're just in the beginning discussion phases of it, but it's absolutely ridiculous that a university that is obviously dwindling got caught in the bubble. 2009, their enrollment was over 23,000 students. Currently, I believe it's around, I forgot now. It was either 12,000 or 14,000, somewhere in that range. Anyway, it peaked in 2009, and then they went on like a building binge, and you can see that here. They have their own police force. You can kind of see that now. There's a police van driving right here. So yeah, when times were good, they just spent it like it was, party like it's 1999, I guess. But in this case, we'll say party like it's 2009. And then their tuition, of course, like other universities in the last decade or so, has just skyrocketed. So therefore, their enrollment has fallen. They built this Center for Fine and Performing Arts. I remember when they opened this place. Don't really see it necessary at a community college, but hey, they had the money, so of course they just blew it like drunken sailors. And so now the college bubble is bursting. So rather than cut the pay and cut the employees, I mean, obviously they don't need as many employees if they have almost 50% less students than they had a decade ago. But actually, I read, which this shouldn't surprise me, but I just want people to know this from the Toledo area before you even consider voting for this levy. And there is a precedence for it. Or there is a precedent for it in Cleveland, Cuyahoga County. They have some sort of a levy there that helps to fund their, I believe it's Cuyahoga Community College, or I don't know. Anyway, even though the enrollment has dropped, like I said, 40, almost 50% in 5 years, Owens Community College actually has more employees. This was as of 2012. They had more full-time employees than they did in 2009. So right there tells you the real cutting should be coming from employee furloughs, employee layoffs, just outright pink slips until the enrollment increases. They also should be cutting the tuition. They're doing exactly opposite of what should be happening. Part of the reason why they're saying that their enrollment has fallen is because the economy has recovered. I don't really believe that. I don't think really any of the regular viewers of my channel believe that, but even if that is true, which I don't think it is again, still, you have less students, you should be cutting the tuition, not raising it. And there have also been a lot of apartment buildings and other types of housing that were built in and around this Owens community here. And I'm sure a lot of them are probably upset because, obviously if they got a whole bunch less students, it's not going to be as much of a demand for the apartments. You can see, just this type of silliness here, just a complete waste of money. And so now even Marcy Kaptur, the representative, of Toledo, and you know, she's a pretty powerful member of Congress. She's even gotten on the bandwagon, of course, and said that maybe Owens should move its campus, or part of its campus, to downtown Toledo, which of course I think is completely ridiculous. And they're saying, well, you know, maybe some people have a hard time commuting out here and stuff, but you know what, if people want to go to school, they'll find a way. And I don't know if the Tartar buses, the public transportation, has a route out here, but I'm pretty sure it does. But even if it doesn't, you know, people will find a way to get here if they really want to better themselves through education. And if they can't afford a car, they're probably going to college for free anyway. So I'm going to drive a little bit around the rest of the campus here once this light changes for us. I'm just very disgusted to even hear that they're proposing a levy, because, you know, Toledoans have a tendency to want to vote for levies because they believe all the propaganda, like, oh, it creates jobs and it's this community college is an economic engine for the area, which, you know, if it was doing that well, then they wouldn't have 9,000 less students than they did a few years ago. And the university bubble, that's a whole nother topic, because that's, you know, multi-trillion-dollar bubble. It's student loans and just tuition has gone through the absolute roof. And I did a little bit of research about tuition, you know, and kind of weighed it versus when I was in school, and it's really is kind of a shame how they're just gouging people. And I'm sure Owens Community College has just layers of bureaucracy that just, these people are tied in with the political structure and the propaganda machines, and they don't want to give up their gravy train. If they've got to tell a bunch of lies and stuff to keep the gravy train rolling, or to find a whole new source of funding, that's exactly what they'll do. And again, if you live in Toledo, if you live in Lucas County, probably Wood County as well, because this is Wood County here. So I'm assuming any sort of a levy request would involve voters in Wood County, which is probably a good thing, because they will be more apt to vote against this type of silliness. This is all part of the campus as well here. You can see the signs. I haven't seen a single person walking around here, by the way. That just now dawned on me. Now it is summertime, but you know, community colleges, I'm assuming a lot of people probably try to attend courses in the summertime, you know, adults, continuing ed. I don't know. But this education bubble, there are a lot of people that work in higher education that probably are going to be out of a job, because I just don't think that they can continue raising the tuition 5-10% a year when everything else in society, groceries, gas, insurance, you got the Affordable Care Act that's going to hammer a lot of businesses that were probably helping employees pay for tuition, probably are going to have to cut that if they have to provide health care. So there's always these unintended consequences. Look at this, there isn't really... The only person that I've crossed paths with here was the policeman at the beginning of the video. And it looks like maybe someone else is turning in here now, but... So obviously they don't need more money, they probably need less money. Actually, they do need less money because of the large drop in enrollment. If this becomes official and they're really going to try this levy, folks, we need to organize. We need to spread the truth. Make sure we fail this thing in slam dunk fashion, so they don't even consider trying it again. Because I do not underestimate these folks, and neither should you. Because they will do whatever they can to keep their gravy train rolling, and they don't give a damn how much money they steal from the rest of us to do that. And as far as moving this campus to downtown Toledo, that's just completely ridiculous. You know, all this money that's already been spent here building this infrastructure and just be dead land then. They plowed over what was probably good farmland not too long ago to build all this stuff. And you can see this parking lot here is relatively new. And that, you know, the Center for Performing Arts and all that, that was just a complete waste of money. So that's it for this one. We will return to this Owens Community College once they officially announce their levy request. Hopefully they watch this video and get a lot of outcry from the public saying that they don't want this. And they just do the right thing. Cut the pay of the existing staff, reduce the staff to reflect your enrollment, Owens. That's it for this one. This is Econ Kate 88 signing off from Owens Community College. Ground zero of the American economic boondoggle. Ground zero for the American higher education bubble and bursting bubble. Please subscribe. Please comment. Definitely, most definitely, spread the message here, folks. Put this on every form of social media, blog, forum that you have available at your disposal. Thank you for watching.